Hello folks, welcome back to Fire Emblem Awakening. My name is NBZ and we're here this fine lovely day to continue our adventure onwards. So here's the thing I'm proposing. I am thinking that the way that I can get this series to move a bit faster instead of me having to take breaks and everything and focus so hard is the edit on this thing is hard, right? Because I have to do two screens, I have to split it up, and I've been thinking about it and I just don't know how necessary it is to have both screens present all the time. If anything is lost from it. So I'm going to try just doing it with one screen, with the top screen, which is the main focus, and I will maybe cut to the bottom screen if necessary at points, but I think if we just leave it at the top screen and sort everything from there, we should be fine. It means I just get these videos out faster, and it doesn't mean I have to, you know, just spend ages and months just not doing it because it takes so much investment on my end. But, you know, I'm going to still continue to try and do the best job I can. So that's the thing I'm figuring out, and hopefully it will still work okay. So yeah, it's been a while. We're back into things now, and I think the next chapter is actually, interestingly enough, on the continent of Varm. Which is this continent over here, which, having played Fire Emblem Echoes now, you look at this shape and you're like, wait a second, this is Valentia, isn't it? Like this is like, that's the island down there where Celica starts and then comes up to the port, you know, and all down here. Arm starts on this side, comes up this side. It's the same continent. It's funny that 8.4 localized, so 8.4 is a company who localized both Awakening and Echoes, and interestingly enough, when they were localizing Awakening, they thought ahead, because there was, I believe Arm was a DLC character as a part of this game, and, you know, they named the continent Varm because the Valentia V and then his name Arm is why it's named like that, which is very cool. Very nice bit of trivia there. Anyway, I have a bunch of supports here that I want to do, so let's crack through a couple of them and see if we can get on our way. Problem is remembering anyone's voice, but I think we can remember certain people's voices. So how about we... actually, Gregor and Naui, I believe I've already done up to B with, so I'm just going to press start with them and just go through that. So they have B, sorted. Good. And then, let's see, Vike and Lissa. Let's do Vike and Lissa up to a B. Sure, why not?
Hey.
Vike, I asked Crom about you, and do you know what he said? He said you're a great warrior, and he's learning a lot from your duels.
Hey.
Bah, he's just trying to soften up old Teach.
Hey.
But didn't you say pretty much the same thing about him the other day? Keep your voice down. I told you, it's between you and me. Right, how silly of me.
Oh,
Did you know that Crom once put on a disguise and came to my little town? Never let a bout on who he was, even when my axe took a disliking to him. I used to think royals were nothing but puffed up blowhards. Stick a pin in their silk-covered hides and whoosh, all the air runs out of them. But that brother of yours, he changed my mind.
Right.
People are always reminding Crom he's royalty. He tends to forget.
Brilliant.
I've dealt with a lot of fool ignorance since I joined the Shepherds. People always asking who I think I am, coming and loading up with the princes. I've had it from lowborn and highborn alike, but never Crom. It's like he doesn't care where I'm from, as long as I can handle myself in a fight.
Oh.
Vike, behind all the bluster, I think you may love Crom more than any of us. Hey, don't go putting words in my mouth. Not a word of this to Crom either, especially that lovey-dovey part. My, so many secrets we're sharing these days. Tee-hee. One of these days, the Vike needs to learn to keep his big yap shut.
Right.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm actually tickled you trust me. Just promise you'll try to get along with my brother, alright? Alright, but after I beat him. Very nice. I like that one. That's cool. Vike and Cordelia also have conversation. Gah, almost had Crom that time. I was so close. No matter how often you lose, you never give up, do you? It's almost admirable. But why do you insist on using an X? Crom has the advantage with his sword.
Yeah.
Sure, don't go in for that weapon match-up mumbo-jumbo. If I start thinking on the battlefield, I'm done for. I stick with what I know. Instinct, brute strength, and the stupidity to keep fighting.
Listen.
Do you really want to beat Crom?
Huh?
What do you think?
No.
I've been watching you fight. You have the ability and talent, no doubt. But it's obvious you've never learned the basics. Too pig-headed, I'm guessing. Hey, who you calling a pig? I wash all the time. There are better ways to fight than swinging the axe wildly around your head. If you like, I can show you some techniques. Really think that you can help me beat Crom?
Right.
I can give you the tools. It's up to you to make them work. Well, I've got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
As it must be.
I should warn you though, I don't go easy on my students. Well, I should warn you, I ain't never had a student like the Vike. Every time he says Vake, it just kills me inside. Because I don't think you should be saying Vake. But, anyway. Apologies. A little ill still. So yeah, why not? Let's just crack on with things. Let's just head on to the next chapter. The Demon's Ingle.
Now.
Just as I thought, the Turncloaks only made a show of opposing us. We're clear of them. But Yenfei's forces approach swiftly. It won't be long now.
Right.
We should hasten south to meet them and distance ourselves from Walhart. This battle will be challenge enough without the Conqueror breaking down our backs. Or breathing down them, I should say.
Nonetheless.
Another concern, the dynasty who betrayed us. They both attacked us and let us go, because it suited their purpose. Should they attack us from behind as we battle Yanfei, it would be an easy victory. They would carry favour with the Empire without risk of injury. This is how they think. We cannot defend two fronts. We'll need to choose our battlefield carefully. Seri, that mountain. I've seen it smoke for hours, but I see no trees on it anywhere.
Nay.
What? This is no forest fire, sir. It's a volcano. Have you never seen one? That one is called the Demon's Ingle. It is known and feared by all people of Varm. Few dare even get close, lest they anger the wicked fire god. NBZ, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I see.
Only if you're wondering how quickly we can reach the volcano.
Fie.
Go to the Demon's Ingle? Do you know what you're saying?
All right.
I'm saying your opportunistic former friends wouldn't dare risk following us. And we can use the flames as barriers to limit how your brother's army approaches. And my brother will still come? His stubborn pride will force his hand.
Right.
Then it seems we have our strategy.
So be it.
'Tis a risky plan, but I can devise none better. And you two seem to have a peculiar talent for performing miracles. Well, here we are. I'm not sure if I actually got Seri's voice right there. I couldn't remember if I gave her Australian or South African, but there you go. That's what happens when you come back after however many months it's been. In any case, I will choose who to pick who to choose all the things, and we shall get into the map. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so this is the crew that I have decided to go with. The awkward thing sometimes is that on these maps you'll find situations where you have a bonus unit, and as is the case here, we have one extra, so we can't do like perfect pairings, and it gets a little bit tricky because I want to have Maribel and I want to have Lissa because they're both solid healers, and I like having multiple healers on my team. I can of course heal a little bit with Cordelia, but she's not super reliable, and that's something I would like to remedy eventually, make her a bit better maybe, but I need to use Simia because Simia is really useful. She's Dark Flyer and she'll eventually get the greatest ability in the game, Gale Force, which will hopefully swell under our wings and make us, oh, wonderful through the air, of course. But yeah, so I'm in a little bit of a tricky situation. So we've got Lissa, Maribel, and Sumia who are kind of on their own. Everyone else is a couple. So we've got Cordelia, Vike, we've got Donald Tharja, we've got Avi and Crom, of course, Gaius Naui, and Pan Lonku, and hopefully that should set us up for some powerful combinations. So let's pop a save right here, and let's begin as a fight. Why, General, such a bloody care about you today. Whatever is the problem? Oh, was today the day you face off against your beloved sister? Dear me, of course it is. Better then, of course you'd be in a foul mood. She is a rebel and a traitor to the Empire. I have no sister.
Really?
Oh, very good, very good. Right out of the book, General Yenfei. And I commend your acting ability. Very convincing. I think your men all heard you. In any case, I'm so glad I can trust you not to take it easy on her ragtag little troop. Yes, we both know why you'd never let any of her comrades escape, don't we? Oh, I know it must be so difficult, General, but think of it this way. You still have a family, a big one. The whole Imperial Army is your family now. Well, I should run. Do tell your little sister I say hello and ta-ta. Jesus, Ixalis is just a freaky motherfucker, gotta say. Okay, so the interesting thing about this map is we've got hazards here, which is the fire. If we're on the fire, guess what? We fucking burn, so let's not do that. There's a similar map like this in Sacred Stones late in the game, where if you stand on the fire patches, you get burned. I believe it's in other Fire Emblem games as well, but that's what comes to mind to me most of all, is Sacred Stone stuff. So let's have a look here. We've got a silver axe wielding Valmise, which is interesting. We can attack here with... We can go with the javelin, actually. It could be useful, apart from the fact that I can't actually fly out here. That's interesting. It's one of those maps where you can't actually use your flyers to go over the lava bits. So yeah, I don't actually have that much maneuverability. Let's think about this. I think the problem is if I go here, then I might be vulnerable next turn. So I could switch over to Vike and attack with him. Let's see what the damage is pretty heavy for him. That's the bad thing. If I go here and attack with the javelin, we do 20 times 2, which is solid. And Vike has a 53% chance to help me, so I should be able to take him out. And then I should be able to deal with the silver axe dude next turn. See who else is available for some attacking here as well. Crom, how are you doing? 15. The rapier does way, way better. Probably best to have MBZ pair with you though, so that we get the tag team, and that will aid us nicely. If we go with silver sword, no, let's go with the rapier. The rapier is going to do a solid amount, and then MBZ will jump in and finish it, and that'll do us well. We've got the 83% chance, so nice. We get a crit instead. Lovely, just strike him right down. I've missed the kind of animation style of Awakening. I think Echoes does a very good job of you know, doing great animations of its own, but I don't know, there's a certain charm to Awakening in its own special way. So let's do Donald Tharja and then do the javelin thing here. And then I can potentially actually... Well, if I go down here, I'll probably be in a bad spot as well from that guy. We're in a bad spot anyway, because this guy's Silver Lance is going to come up on us. So we're... Cordelia may be in a bad place, but let's see if Vike can help her out and actually take this guy down. There we go. Alright, in he comes for the 25, and we do manage to take them out. Bonus hits are oh so valuable, I have to say. Oh so valuable. Donald can't quite make it there, which is fine. We'll just wait with him. Okay, Naui and Gaius. Who has the better movement range? I believe Naui. Actually, both of them are kind of blocked off here. Let me see. Lonku actually needs a bit of experience, or more experience than the average person. So, I could use Erica's blade to just cut right through this guy and have no risk of being hit. So let's use that, because we'll get both our attacks in first. So, slice and dice. Fortunate there, because Pan actually missed with her little interlude. Lovely. Nice level up. Good stuff. That's what we'd like to see here. And then... Naui Gaius. Let's see. Any threats coming for those guys? We've got this Valmise Axeman and the Silver Sword. Both of which Lonku I feel can handle adequately, but I'll put Naui there as an additional extra step of saving stuff. Let's see how Lissa does. She does okay with a 15 times 2. She can also rally. What's her rally skill? Let me have a look. Magic. So that's not going to be helpful for those guys. Sumia, how are you doing? I could practice some of Sumia's magic, but she's not really in a great position. I think what we're going to do is going to have Maribel pair with her, just to give her a bit of a buffer zone almost. I'm going to wait here, and I'm going to keep Lissa back for the moment. We'll let them come to us a little bit. We do have to keep aware of these chests, though, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get all of them. What is our objective on this map? I guess most maps in Fire Emblem Awakening, the objective is just, hey, kill everyone. So, it's basically... defeat Commander is actually our objective here. So, that's fine. We can go around and grab these chests if we need to. Ah, very useful that those units are just in the fire and the flames. Alright. Time to strut our stuff. Nice dodge. And there we go. Taking them down. Now we're up another level. It's the interesting thing about Pan and Naui is that they kind of max out at level 30. That was a great level up too. And then you're like, oh, I can't really upgrade them unless I change their class. But like, I never like changing their class. I've never been a fan of changing them from, you know, Dragon and Beast. Pretty well, apparently. Will die very well. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of their identity is tied up with being Dragon and Big Rabbit Lady, right? And so it just feels weird to me. Jesus, everyone's on the crit train today. It feels weird to me just changing them to anything else. And it feels weird generally just changing classes because it just, you know, these characters have their identity surrounded by their classes. Like Cordelia not being on her Pegasus is just weird. But if you want to get all the cool abilities, then guess what? You have to go down the dark route sometimes and change everything. Alright, good dodge. Working together, this pair, doing a nice situation. And here we go again. Cordelia, thankfully, has not taken a hit yet. She's doing pretty well. Getting a lot of mileage out of this javelin, which I feel like I'm kind of maybe wasting. But again, you know, Fire Emblem Awakening is so carefree with the amount of weapons it gives you that I never really feel like I'm wasting much. Ooh, I'll just send back the 28 Silver Lance and keep the 30. Might as well, just for the sake of it. Okay, let's see. Alright, so fire is that. Really? Man, I didn't realize it did that. I guess that makes sense, because last turn it did that to the enemy, where it's just going to pop up and burn whoever's standing there, but that's a little unfortunate. We can do okay, though, because we can easily heal, and we're in a position where things are going to work out. If I can't, obviously... I keep thinking that Gaius is like a ninja, like in Fire Emblem Fates, and he can do his chakram or whatever from one space away, but no. He can't do that, because that's not his class. Alas. Okay, let's switch away from Erika's blade, because it's been a bit OP. Use the steel sword for Lonku. Lonku actually does need a bit of healing. He really does. I'm gonna have to get someone to... Oh shit, he got Astra now as well. That's real good. That's very nice. I do not have a Physic wand. I have a Physic on Maribel, however, so... What we could do is get Sumia over here and then Physic. If we switch and then Staff, Physic, Lonku. Just to make sure he's not out there dying on us, because that would be a bad situation. And Maribel's almost an upgradable state as well, which will be great when she gets there, because then she can actually handle herself a little bit. I'm going to actually get Lissa to... Yeah, pop a mend on... It'd be nice if Lissa could pop a mend on herself. But, alas. Yeah. I don't get the live to serve thing that I love seeing from Fire Emblem Fates and from Heroes. Oh, it's such a useful ability. My god, is it so useful. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to just keep plowing down with Donald Tharja. Actually, can I draw this person out? Let's do that. Let's draw them out and switch to Tharja. And let's have the... Let's have El Thunder equipped and wait there. And then I'll bring Cordelia here and let's rally with her. Might as well just use a rally. I never use rallies. I don't know why. Just never happens. Then MBZ... can actually deal with this situation if we switch and then... If I switch and then do that, that means I can't actually heal Chrom this turn. So maybe it's better to go with Chrom. Can I do a one hit? I can do a one hit with a silver sword. So let's just do a one hit guarantee. Murder. Straight murder. Very nice. Just up and comer. Just, can you imagine someone just strolling on up to you and just instantly uppercutting you with a sword and down you go. It's more realistic than most of Fire Emblem, honestly. Like, there are Fire Emblem points in time where you're just like, oh, I just hit this guy 7 times, he's still alive, you know? It's the video game effect, you know? Like, this world is so brutal, but also, hey, all these people have a lot of attributes to them that they can deal with situations. Okay, so here's a silver sword. I can do fine here if I switch to Gaius. I'd like to switch to Gaius, and let's make sure steel sword equipped is fine, actually. That's good, and let's get the bonus, whatever this may be. Why so happy? Did you score some cakes? Maybe a box of cookies?
Nope. I'm just happy to have my freedom and be around all these fun people.
There we go, Gowie and Gaius. Oh boy, there we go. That's nice. I appreciate it that the game has given me, thrown me a bone, one might say. Dangerous. Alright, well, Tharja could have jumped out the way of that attack, but apparently she didn't want to, so that's a bit of a shame. Unfortunate. Oh boy, this is... Ooh, good job, Gaius, dodging out of the way, because that's a nasty amount of damage, 18. That is not good. Probably shouldn't have put him in that situation, honestly. Because Gaius, as good as he is at dodging, is a little frail. He needs to build up their relationship with Naui a bit more. And then he'll do much better for himself. But hey, Chrom got a level up too. He's up to 7, which is very nice. As I said, I think the last time, like, we really need to start consolidating our characters at this point, because I think what I was making a mistake doing was I was just using too many different characters, and so I'd never leveled up all of them to the place that I needed them to be, which proved maybe a little bit awkward at certain times. But, you know, I think we are on the road to recovery regarding that. So what we're going to do here, I think, is I'm going to switch over to Vike. The problem with Vike is that he has a very high percentage for people to hit him, so it's hard for me to go out there and just on a whim be like, yeah, Vike, you can do this. Whereas Cordelia is far better situated. I think I'm going to have the Beast Lance because we have that Paladin there, and what I can do is I can kill this guy, then I can... Then I can go with Donald, actually. I think I might use Donald as a wall. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to kill Cordelia, or not kill Cordelia, use Cordelia to kill this Griffin. And then get Donald to wall it off. And I think I'm going to, after we do that, I'm going to take a break here and we will come back next time to finish off this map. Get on, scooch on. Let's switch over, and Donald can't quite do it, but he takes no damage. Dude, he takes like no damage from this guy, so I have no regrets of just saying, go ahead and do it, Donald. Especially when Tharja jumps in for no reason. Doesn't really make any difference there. This guy has a spear, though. That's a little unfortunate. It's okay. It's okay. We can deal with it. How about before we deal with that, let's get Long Ku to take this guy down. Go on, mate. Alright, and he's out of the picture too. I just love the lava just slurping itself around in the background. It's definitely a dangerous thing. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this episode. We'll come back next time and finish off the lava map. And hopefully we will pick up those treasure chests along the way and finish ourselves to the boss, Yen Fei. And I rhymed, wahey. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back in the next one. See ya.